So friends, ever wondered what makes the Indian Constitution so unique? Why is it called a living document, and how did it become the longest written constitution in the world? So whether you are preparing for UPSC or other competitive exam, this video give you a crystal clear understanding of the silent features of our constitution. Friends, as you all see, I have read this chapter fully and decoded all the important points for you. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So friends, today we are seeing one of the most important topic for UPSC exam, that is the silent features of the Indian Constitution. Let's see the silent features one by one. So the first silent feature is lengthiest written constitution. So friends, here the Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. Originally had 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules. So as of now, it contains only 470 plus articles in 25 parts and 12 schedules. So friends, here length due to detailed administrative provisions for center and state. So inclusion of governance aspects from both union and state levels. So adoption from various sources. So Government of India Act 1935 and other countries. Inclusion of justiciable and non-justiciable rights, fundamental rights plus DPSP. So the second one is drawn from multiple sources, inspired by constitution of multiple countries. So from Britain we have taken the parliamentary system, rule of law and single citizenship. So from USA, fundamental rights and judicial reviews, preamble, independent judiciary. And from Canada, federation with a strong center. So Ireland we have taken the direct principle of state policy. And from Australia, concurrent list, freedom of trade. So from the Soviet Union we have taken the fundamental duties. Germany, Weimar, that is emergency provisions. So the next feature is a blend of rigidity and flexibility. So friends, here some part of the constitution can be amended by a simple majority like ordinary laws. Flexible, other requires special majority and sometimes ratification of half of the state. Rigid, thus India amendment process is neither fully rigid nor fully flexible but a quasi-federal in nature. So the next one is fourth one, the federal system with unitary bias. So the federal features are two-tier government, center and state, distribution of powers, union, state and concurrent list. So here written constitution, supremacy of the constitution, independent judiciary. The unitary features are a strong center. Center can legislate on state, subject in national interest, single constitution, all Indian services, that is IAS and IPS. Emergency provision transfer India into a united system temporarily. So states have no separate constitution except Jammu and Kashmir prior to abrogation of Article 370. Let's see the fifth feature, parliamentary form of government. So it's based on the British Westminster model. So the real executive authority rests with the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. So President is nominal executive. Collective responsibility of the Council of Ministers to the Lok Sabha. Next, the dissolution of the Lok Sabha, dual executive president plus prime minister, leadership of prime minister. So the sixth feature is secular state. The state does not promote or discriminate against any religion. Citizens have the freedom to practice, profess and propagate any religion. Secular was added to the preamble by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Indian secularism is positive secularism, equal treatment of all religion by the state. The seventh feature is republic nature. So India has an elected head of state, president, not a hereditary monarch like the British Constitution. So election held at regular intervals based on universal adult franchise. Now, the eighth one is single citizenship. So unlike the USA dual citizenship, India provides for a single citizenship. Every Indian is a citizen of India only, regardless of the state or territory of residence. So the ninth feature is independent and integrated judiciary. Indian judiciary is independent of the executive and legislature. Let's see the features. So security of tenure for judges, fixed service condition, or to power to punish for contempt. So friends, here no discussion on conduct of judges in parliament, integrated judicial system. So Supreme Court at the top, followed by the High Court and subordinate courts. So the 10th one is fundamental rights. So unraised in part 3, article 12 to 35, inspired by the Bill of Rights USA. So 6 broad categories, that is the right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. So heart and soul of article 32, said by the Dr. Ambedkar. So justiciable and enforceable by the judiciary. Now let's see the 11 features, that is the directive principle of state policy. So unreached in part 4, article 36 to 51, inspired by the Irish constitution. So aimed at creating a welfare state, non-justiciable but fundamental in governance. And the 12th feature is fundamental duties, added by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976, unraised in Article 51A under the Part 4A, inspired by the Soviet Constitution. So 11 fundamental duties for citizen. Initially that was 10. Now total are 11. Now see the 13th one. So universal adult franchise. Every Indian citizen above 18 years of age has the right to vote irrespective of caste, religion, gender, education, etc. So ensure political equality. And the 14th feature is emergency provision. So it is borrowed from the Weimar Constitution of Germany. Three types of emergencies, that is the national emergency Article 352, president rule, state emergency Article 356, financial emergency, that is Article 360, centralized power in hands of the union during crisis. So next to the 15th, special provisions for minorities and backward classes. So constitution guarantees effective action, reservations in education and employment, ST, SC and OBCs. So cultural rights to minorities. So minorities institution protected under Article 30. Now let's see the 16th feature. So bicameral legislature at the union level, Lok Sabha, that is the lower house, and Rajya Sabha, upper house. So some state also have bicameral legislature, example UP, Bihar and Maharashtra. Now let's see the 17th feature, that is introduce the constitution and reflect its basic structure philosophy. So declared India as a sovereign, socially secular and democratic republic, ensure justice, that is the liberty, equality and fraternity, not enforceable in court but guide interpretations. So the 18th feature is local self-government. Constitution recognize the importance of decentralization governance. So article 73 and 74 Amendment Act Panchayat Raj institution, rural municipalities, urban, and added part 9 and 9A to the constitution. Now let's see the 19th feature, promotion of cooperative federalism. So central and state cooperates in areas like Niti Aayog, GST Council, interstate council reflect a functional federalism where collaboration is key. Now let's see the 20 provision for an independent election commission. So constitutional bodies under Article 324 conducts free and fair election to parliament, state legislature and president and vice president. So friends, here Indian Constitution is a dynamic and living document that reflects a blend of flexibility and strength, of federalism with unity and rights with responsibilities. So its silent features enable it to adapt to changing social, economic and political context, so while safeguarding democratic principles. So friends, we have completed the topic. If you found this video helpful, then like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Bye.